Today we will be learning about limited government, sovereignty, structure of government, and the Bill of Rights.
Today we're going to be learning about limited government. The idea of limited government is that the government must be controlled so that it cannot infringe upon the rights of the people. Under the Constitution, the power of the national government is limited. The fundamental principle of the democracy is that the government derives its power from the consent of the governor. Under the Articles of Confederation, sovereignty lays with the states. Under the Constitution, the authority to govern derives not from the states, but from the people, as evidenced by the language, "We, the people, do ordain and establish this Constitution." Although the United States was not a democracy at its inception because it did not recognize the right to vote of several classes of people, it did recognize that the ultimate governing authority rested with the voters. The framers also based the government on the principle of republicanism, feared the uncontrolled will of the people, so they devised a system for the indirect election of the senators and have developed the Electoral College to buffer the impact of the popular will on the election of the president. The national judiciary is not elected but appointed by the chief executive and confirmed by the Senate.
The framers of the Constitution included in the structure of the government protections that would limit the power of the national government. The principle of federalism limits the power of the national government by only delegating it some powers. Other powers are reserved to the state, and still other powers are held concurrently by the state and by the nation, while still others reside with the people. In addition, the framers divided the power of the national government among three branches: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. The legislature is divided into two houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate. The House of Representatives was given an exclusive right to entertain tax bills because they were more directly represent the people. A system of checks and balances further ensured that the power of each branch was limited by the competing power in another branch. For example, although the legislature has the exclusive power to pass laws, the chief executive can veto those laws. The legislature can override the veto with a supermajority vote. The executive branch has the power to make treaties with foreign governments, but only the Senate can ratify these treaties. Members of the judiciary and the chief executive can be removed from office with an impeachment procedure carried out by the legislature.